What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Action!
That's great. Blow people's eardrums out when we start the episode. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Hello, everyone. Holy fucking shit. It happened.
Has it actually fully set in for you yet?
It has not fully set into. So I was already thinking about this when we were in the arcade earlier, because I didn't want to scream in the arcade when it happened. I didn't want to be like, "Holy shit!" Yeah. In the arcade, but I realized that it was probably going to really set in tonight, when we recorded and everything, just because of I was going to be able to get a little bit louder. Not that I again want to blow people's eardrums out, but still.
And your dog.
And my dog, and she would freak out, but. Holy motherfucking shit. It happened. Welcome, everybody, to the Abu Dhabi recap episode of Underground Circuits, otherwise known as Lando Wins. Lando won.
Champion episode.
The Lando Champion episode. This might be my favorite episode that we've ever recorded. I am just absolutely ecstatic today. But before we jump into it, we kind of just mentioned this. This episode is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. We're just going to be talking Abu Dhabi recap. We're not going to do news. We're not going to do meme of the week. We feel that there's so much to talk about from this race. Just so much to talk about from the championship, from the season. Just so much. So we're just going to jump right into it. But before we do that, make sure to please go follow us over on our social media. It is at @undergroundcircuit_ for Instagram and Threads. It is UG Circuit Pod for Twitter/X, and it is underground_circuit for TikTok. Please make sure to go follow us over there. We're posting more often, not really posting more often, we post all the time, but a lot of fun stuff over there, a lot of cool stuff coming still. And please make sure to go follow us and subscribe over on our podcast channels at Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So please make sure to go follow us over on there. That's what helped the show grow. We can do more things for you guys. So please go do that. Jumping right into it. I'm gonna rephrase here. I'm gonna say the same words here, but holy fucking shit. I just cannot believe that today happened. I cannot believe that it occurred, that we watched it from the arcade. My dog's going to knock over the TV that's in my office right now because she can't sit still. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. God forbid we...
Disclaimer, we are also recording on an off night after a long day, so God forbid what's going to happen.
Yeah. God forbid we rest in this house. That's just not possible. Yeah. But, holy shit.
That's I think a good way to put it.
My only thoughts on this race, not my only thoughts on this race.
Well, that's a quick episode. See ya.
See you later, people. We told you it was going to be shorter.
Wait, but you're giving me a pints and pit stop.
I am giving you a pints and pit stop. See, I can't even think straight. Maggie, can you stop licking the bottom of the chair? What the fuck is happening?
I'm so sorry, people.
Sit down. Oh my God, this is what happens when I record with no Ange here to distract her. Yes, we are going to be doing a pints and pit stops. I will be quizzing Casey. If, for whatever reason, you're brand new to the show and you don't know what a Pints and Pit Stop's in, first of all, thanks for joining. And second of all, Pints and Pit Stops is our trivia game that we play after every race. And we do a 5-question trivia game. I will ask Casey the questions. She will answer them. I will not tell her if she's right or wrong. And then at the end of it, we will go over the answers. I will then tell her if she's right or wrong. And every question that she gets wrong, it's a second added onto her time. And every question she gets right, it's a second subtracted from her time.
I'm nervous.
So, as you can imagine, this episode, this segment of Plants and Pit Stops is all about Abu Dhabi. I mean,
yes.
What else would it be? I think there's one... No, never mind. It's all about Abu Dhabi. So, I thought I had one question that wasn't really. It was kind of just like a season overall question. But no, all about Abu Dhabi.
And here's my
so,
wine. Christmas
that's
red wine.
There you
Everyone
go. Casey's
knows I
favorite
like
wine.
it. Tried and true.
That is Casey's favorite wine. Roaming around in the back. God forbid we rest. God forbid. Can't sit still in this house. Are you ready?
No, but sure.
I'm going to flip this way, actually, so I can read the questions at the same time.
Smart.
Ready?
Yeah.
How many points did Max finish behind Lando in the standings?
2.
What place did Charles Leclerc finish in the race?
4th.
What 2 drivers did not score any points this season? You can give me team or names.
Oh, it's Alpine. It's Franco and Jack.
Who shoved Lando at the end of the race?
Shoved?
Shoved.
At the... Zach Brown?
Who is your 2025 World Driver Champion?
Lando Norris. And to quote Charles Leclerc,
Mm-hmm.
we can be world champion, I said. We can be world champion.
We can be world champion. Okay. You got one of those wrong.
Shoved. Yeah, that
You got one of those wrong. You're gonna hate yourself the moment that I tell you. But shoved. Yes, but you actually did pretty good because you got the Alpine question with the drivers and the team name, so you're gonna get 3. You're gonna get like 3 points there.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna give you a bonus point there, essentially. All right. How many points did Max finish behind Lando? It was 2. 2. Yes. Yes, God forbid. God forbid we fucking rest.
We just need to edit together at the end. How many times she interrupts the episode? Oh my god, finally.
Maggie compilation, thank God. Nobody move. Everybody freeze. Okay.
Breathe.
I had 3 written down, but it was 2. It was 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, so you got that one right.
I can double check. But
Yeah, double check for me, please, because I had 3 written down, but I was just going off the top of my head, so I could easily just have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
423 to 421.
Nice. What place did Charles Leclerc finish in the race? That was 4th. You got that correct as well. What 2 drivers did not score any points this season? That was Alpine. It was Jack and Franco. Jack Doohan and Franco Colapinto. Who shoved Lando at the end of the race? It was Carlos Sainz.
Oh, did he actually shove him?
Yeah, you didn't see it? He went over and went like that to him.
I saw him shove him. I missed the shove.
He hit him. And I posted this, but it comes off as straight up just you son of a bitch, you did it, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, who shoved him? Carlos did. And then who is your 2025 driver world champion? It is Lando Norris. Lando fucking
We can be
Norris.
world champion, I said.
Big day. God, I'm gonna be so insufferable. So your gross time was a 28. Nice. You got all of the questions. You got 5 questions right and 1 question wrong. So that brings your best time. Your fastest time is still an 8:19, which is I don't think you'll ever touch that.
No.
And your average time is at 22 seconds. You're still beating me on the 22 seconds on average time. You still have me by 2 seconds.
I'll take it.
Yes, Pice and Pit Stops. I literally just made up those questions about 10 minutes ago, so that's why they were a little poo-poo. But yes.
Go back to what you were going to say beforehand. Your only thoughts on the episode.
Yes, my only thoughts on the episode, and after this we can kind of end it there. I can't decide. Now the race wasn't boring.
I think there was parts of it that was, but I think it was so suspenseful that made it not boring.
That's a great point. That's a very good point. You may have just answered my question. So my whole thing was like, it wasn't boring in my head. Like I was like, there's no way this race was boring with the stakes and everything. There was no way it was boring. But like when you really kind of like logically think about it, not a lot happened this race.
No, not a lot happened.
Not a lot happened. You know, there was no safety car.
No.
There was never a yellow flag.
No. In Abu Dhabi,
in Abu Dhabi, we got through turn 1 unscathed. Not even like contact, really. I mean, I think there was between, I want to say
it came up as Gasly and Hulkenberg were under investigation for something, but I don't think anything ever like transpired with that. So
right, I don't think anything came of it. So really, logically, when you think about it, not a lot happened this race at all, and it is crazy to me because I'm not going to think of this race as a boring race. I mean, it's just impossible for me to think of this as a boring race. But you could make the argument that it was, you know, as season finale.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even like.
And I'm sure there's non-Lando fans are going to be like, yeah, that was boring. Like, that was a boring race, all that, But
yeah, I mean, you must have posted something on Threads because I saw a notification pop up where somebody was like, it was boring. Or, like, they just said boring. Overall, I mean, I'm so biased. I feel like I can't even, like, give, like, a logical kind of analysis / recap of the race because I'm just so... Like, literally, I think of this race and I just think of Lando. Like, I don't know what else happened. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's so much here to unpack, and I kind of talked about this before the race was over, but like the amount of things that ended for for F1 with this race
it was truly
insane. It's an end of an era, you know. That was the last ESPN broadcast that we have. We're firmly in the Apple era now, which like so pumped. Did you see that? Did you see the thing I posted on Threads?
Yeah, I saw you posted that.
I'm like, even then, like given that little like insight look into like what it's gonna look like, it's gonna be great because they had all the driver cams there at the top, and then they had like multi-view and everything if you saw it for a split second, and then in the sports app, it looked like now this is not that big of a change from what they have now, but it looks like they're gonna have like what tire compounds that the drivers are on and everything, like in the sports app, so you can literally look and be like, oh, Lando's on, you know, hards for whatever. So if ESPN ended, we're in Apple now. The ground effect era is over because now we have new regulations coming in 2026. DRS over. Mm-hmm. That was our last race with DRS. We're getting manual override mode next year, which we'll do a breakdown of and a an analysis of and everything. But you had that ending. You had Max Verstappen's reign come to an end. You had just
if there's one person that's been the king of the ground effect era, it's Max Verstappen.
Right. Like, and it's just like, it's crazy to me because one of the things that I like thought about this too when I got home was, I'm so happy that Lando got this championship in this era and before the new regulations came in and everything, because now I feel like his confidence is just going to be even more with the new regulations, you know, because we've been saying it for weeks now. New regulations means a fresh start for everybody. There's so many things changing. You know, it's kind of like a toss-up in the air of who's gonna succeed with the new regs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you can see drivers that struggled with ground effects come back and be outstanding with new regulations. But, like, now Lando is like, I'm a proven winner. Like, I can do this, you know? And he's going to come into it next year and be like, let's do it again. Shake up the whole field. Let's run it back. Do it one more time. Mm-hmm. You know, not even one more time. Just do it again.
If McLaren can get it correct next year and they dominate next year, their constructors win next year. If they win it, might mean more than this year. And like if Lando or Oscar is able to get drivers' championship next year, they're I would say they're quote-unquote dominant again, because if you can do the end of one era and then get it correct off the bat at the beginning of another era...
That's a great way to put it.
That's props to your engineering team.
Yeah, Go ahead.
No, I was saying, someone made a list on Threads of things we're saying goodbye to after today.
Yes, I saw this, yes.
Yeah. So the username's f1._.frenzy. So we're saying goodbye to MV1.
Yep, yeah, we are.
Not apparently, there's a video. Lando signed something for a kid and put LN1. So I think it's coming.
He's going to do it. I
truly hope someone did ask Max, will you go back to 33? And he goes, I don't know. Probably not, but I'm still deciding. I hope the rumor comes true that he goes to 30. Just because like Daniel Ricciardo 3, Max, it would just be like the perfect full circle. So I hope
I love the sound of MV3.
Yeah, so it's like MP3. It's so good, and
I love it.
Yeah, I like it as well. So yeah, we're saying goodbye to MV1. We're saying goodbye to Yuki.
Yep, we are.
We're saying goodbye to DRS. We're saying goodbye to the modern ground effect era, like you said.
Yep.
We're saying goodbye to Stake Sauber for Audi. I think saying goodbye to Sauber in general needs to be talked about more because they've been around for so long. So that's a pretty big loss. We're saying goodbye to only 20 drivers since we're adding 2 more next year. I like this one. We're saying goodbye to Fernando Alonso's DRS train. We are saying goodbye to Fernando as the conductor.
He served his job well.
He really did his job well. And then this last one is, and fucking finally, the SF25.
Yeah.
See you later. Fuck off. I hope Lisbon Coast never comes back again.
It is.
That's all.
This is like kind of like not getting off topic, but like getting ahead of ourselves because we will talk about this, but like the amount of things that are different in this sport next year, it is such a toss-up for anybody.
And
it is a
toss-up.
Can I
add on the rumor that I saw today? I don't know if you saw this.
I did not see a rumor. All I saw was Lando stuff today.
This is about Max. I saved it, I thought. Hold on, sorry. I thought I saved it.
He's done. He's a new father.
No.
He is going to Aston Martin. That's the rumor.
Well, I mean, I do believe
that's been a rumor, yeah.
He's
going to...
Okay, so this is
going to Audi.
This is from Motorsport.com. Are you okay there?
Yeah, sorry, music just turned on. That scared the shit out of me. My headphones just got filled with you speaking in 21 Pilots. Oh my god. Go ahead.
So, this is from Motorsport.com, okay? Motorsport.com has learned from the paddock that GP's role for next year has not yet been finalized due to the aforementioned personal circumstances and, according to team sources, is a topic of discussion during the winter. Should Red Bull find a good race engineer for Verstappen, a structure that satisfies all party.
We are a fucking mess.
It's just such a bad episode.
Oh my god.
And a structure that satisfies all parties, GP could potentially step down as race engineer and continue at Red Bull Racing in a more senior role, reportedly still trackside. So, that came out from Motorsport.com. Someone did tweet at that Eric he writes a lot of stuff for...
Yes, yeah, I know who you're talking
about. He's from the Netherlands, he's very reliable, you can trust him, especially when it comes to Max and Red Bull stuff. Yeah. And he's like, I haven't heard of this yet. But I feel like the way GP was so upset post-race...
Yes.
And the comments, like, Max said all this stuff about GP as well. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Max said all this stuff about GP as well. It's just like, is it?
It's giving the vibes.
Is he not coming back? Like, and if that's something that changes, that's a major.
That's a huge change. Yeah, I mean,
I think it's that Dino guy on Threads. He put it perfectly. Like, it's like when you think of like an iconic driver and racing duo, you think of Max and GP, and you think of Lewis and Bono, and that's who you think of. So yeah, I mean, if this is true, Yeah. Okay, so this is what Max said on GP post-race in the press conference. He said, it's been an emotional year. I don't want to go into detail, but it's been tough, and I'm very happy to be able to work with someone that passionate. Of course, he's my race engineer, but I see him as a friend. We've lived through so many emotional things together and fantastic achievements. Yeah, and I'm sure he was a bit emotional after the flag, so I'm excited to leave here and catch up with him because it hasn't been easy at times for him. I'm just very proud to be able to work with someone that good as well. Also, a proper example of someone that never gave up this season through difficult times. So, like, I hope whatever's happening with GP, like, obviously we all knew what he stepped away for, 2 races, I think, and wasn't there. But
this is given the vibe of, like, the team knows that he's if this were like NHL, right? Because we've seen this before with the Flyers. Like,
yeah.
The rumors are circulating. It's like a trade that's occurring, and it's a long-standing member of the team. And it's like, it's not confirmed, but at the end of a game, like, all the players are going over and, like, giving him a hug or, like, shaking his hand, and you're kind of like, yeah, like, it's happening.
It's like when we went to the Winter Classic, and everyone kind of knew Simmons was going to get traded. And then you saw the videos, in the locker room afterwards, and they were all emotional. He was emotional. You're like, he's gone.
Yeah.
This was also from the article from the Eric dude, that's the journalist. He said even an hour and a half after the race, GP was still visibly moved by Verstappen's words, as many others Red Bull staff members. And GP said, man, that kid has grown so much. And it says that also many other members were emotional. Yeah, it's just, I hope he's able to stay. I love that old married couple and the way they talk to each other, but, like, hearing that, seeing those words, and then seeing that rumor, it's like, if that's happening, damn.
Yeah, I mean, that's that's gonna be insane if that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, God forbid. I hope that everything personally with GP is okay, and he's doing okay, and his family's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if that's gonna be a change that's gonna occur, that's gonna be crazy. You know, not hearing them.
For Max, we know he can, like, adapt well, but, like, new race engineer, new regs.
Yeah.
New teammate, that's a lot of...
Is that going to be too much?
Yeah. But, yeah. I don't even know where we got off of that. Oh, you were saying stuff changing for next year and how...
Stuff just switching for next year, yeah. I mean, it's a toss-up. And, like I said, we will have an episode that we break this all down and kind of go into detail, everything that's happening. But, yeah, I mean... This race was, like I said, logically, you're like, all right, kind of boring, but, like, just emotionally, like, the weight behind it and the suspense behind it, you know, it was, like, even just, like, there were just, like, moments in there where you're like, holy shit, like, is this, you know, could Max still do this? You know, could Oscar still do this? Like...
It was also very suspenseful for us and our faves and show reasons, because...
Yeah. When
Charles didn't make their life easy at all.
Genuinely, when Charles was like, when Charles said something about, like, I'm catching Lando, or, like, we were kind of watching and we were like, holy shit, he's on him. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna get blown. This whole thing. and I said this to you, Case. I said this to you when we were there, but I was like, all due respect to Ferrari and Charles and everything, but, like, if this whole thing gets blown up by Charles Leclerc driving that tractor of a car.
Yeah, legit.
I might genuinely lose my shit right here in this arcade. And I was scared for a while because it looked like Charles was going to do it. Like, there were moments where it was like, holy shit, Charles is going to overtake Lando. And it's like, God, what the fuck's happening? What is happening?
I have to say... Because I always ask on threads, like, who's your driver of the day? And I put Charles and Lando. Charles, I have to know if Abu Dhabi's up there on one of his favorite tracks. There's just something about him on that track. He just
feels like there it is.
Dials it into, like, a different kind of mindset that he will do whatever it takes to win, to get a podium, to get the best outcome for the team. Like, he just... Like, I was joking around being like, we're not going to get our legit paragraph presentations from Charles in the car, but, like, at the same time, watching the way he was racing, I was like, yeah, we kind of are. Like, we kind of are,
yeah.
Leading up, I mean, There's videos of Charles going up and congratulating Lando after the race, and like his dad's right there and stuff. And Lando's dad even goes, "You had us worried." Like they were stressed about Charles because he was damn close.
Did you see Lando's post-race interview? The one where he was asked about Charles, and he was like, it was kind of funny the way he was saying it, but he was like, Charles was being annoying. Like, Charles was, like, right there the whole time, like, in my rearview mirrors. And he was like, holy shit. Like,
I love how much he bothered them because...
Yeah.
Don't underestimate Charles. I feel like that's just what everyone learned this season. Don't underestimate Charles and what he can do with a shitty-ass car.
Yeah. And it scares me because, again, I feel like our whole conversation is, like, going back to this. But, like, again, if Ferrari nails those regulations next year... Like, we could very well be sitting here next year. Ferrari hits it, and the table's flipped, and it's you celebrating.
You think you'll be unsufferable? I will be unsufferable.
So,
I mean...
Charles was giving me quite the scare.
Yeah, well, Owen literally said looked me dead in the eyes. If Charles ever takes Lando, I'm ending the show. I'm ending the podcast.
That would have been it. What you would have seen... This whole episode is, this room would have been pitch black. There would have been candles everywhere because it would have been the grieving episode for this show. It would have been like, this is it, we're done.
And I would have been annoying.
Yeah, in case oh man. No, I mean, all credit where credit is due. You know, Charles driving that car the way that he did, in the style that he did too today, was incredible. And... it really is just like, damn. Like, if he was given a good car, you know, like...
Yeah, well, that's like, he had... I know I posted it. Or maybe I liked it. Max said he was hoping for Charles, because he said he saw him pushing flat out to try and give the best result to his team, but he said he just thought him and the McLarens were too quick. I mean, we all... Max literally came over the radio and said, where is Charles? Like, we all heard him. Where is the quote? I've liked so many, like, post-rate quotes today. One was, someone said, I guess someone asked him about this year, and he said, 2025, it hurts. I don't even feel like thinking about it anymore. I want to think about next year and forget this one.
Yeah.
There was that one. There was another one where it was like...
Honestly... Charles probably loves Abu Dhabi these past couple years because he knows that it's the end.
Yeah, and he can just he can dial up the car to like, what are you saving the car for? And
what's the point now? Yeah.
I mean, you could also say maybe they did that because Lewis had a damn good drive as well. He ended in the points.
He ended in the points, and he started, 16th?
Yeah. Ended, and he climbed back up twice because before he pitted the second time he was up there, I think he did a 2-stop. And then the second time he pitted... He ended up back in the points. But this is the quote I was looking for. So this is Charles. Says, I've never felt so disappointed for the whole year. Race after race, you try and keep motivation, but now that the season is over, the disappointment is getting to me. I also feel like, not to talk about next year, I do feel like next year is make or break for Ferrari and Charles.
Oh, you really think so?
Well, I think there's rumors that his contract goes to 2027, so maybe it's not make or break, but like, I don't know. They have to get it right. They have to give him a good car. I mean,
we've been saying it for how many years now? They got to figure something out.
Frey and I said we would be in Ferrari's walls if they don't give him a good car next year, so we better watch out, Ferrari. You have me.
Jesus.
I am Italian, but I know I look Irish. Also from Delco, and a Philadelphia sports fan. And you have Frey, who's Italian.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
The level of anger and hate that would be... not hate. The level of sass and anger that would be thrown at Ferrari would be incredible.
But yeah. We're kind of just talking about any and anyone, but I feel like that's okay at this point. We can always go back and go over it. Going back to Lewis, I do like the video of Lewis going up to Lando, and, like, it's McLaren's last champion driver.
Yes. Yeah.
And McLaren's newest championship driver. I did like that. I do think that was obviously a cool moment and stuff, but
no, I think
yeah.
This is definitely like recency bias too, because like I said, we saw last year Lando with his first win, and there's a certain level of, there's respect between every driver. So so anybody celebrating their first win, people are going to walk over and be like, dude, doesn't it feel incredible? All this stuff. So what I'm happy about is, and not that I was ever doubting that this wouldn't happen for a second, but that every driver, came over and was, hugging Lando and, congratulating him. And it's like, as long, you guys want this so badly, like just as much as I want it, or, as Lando wants it. And it's like, but you can still be like, that's incredible that he got it. What an awesome feeling, especially coming from people like Max, Lewis, Fernando,
exactly.
like the people who have gotten it. And it's like, holy shit, like Max in the cooldown room being like, feels good, right? Like, doesn't it feel nice? And it's like, and whether he meant that sarcastically, whether he meant it just as like to make conversation, seriously. But like, it's still like Max knows what that feels like. So it's like him being able to say that to Lando, I think is really nice and really, good that he, that they can say that to each other, No,
I agree. Did you see what Lando said I don't know if it was a post-race press conference or a question that he was asked from the
I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, I did see this.
So,
is it the whole thing about, like, there are things that I wish I could take back? And
obviously, we all know Lando can shoot himself in the foot sometimes with
yes.
comments that he makes. And there's things that he has. There's that famous. This is the one part I said. He said things he might have said towards Lewis. But, like, there's that famous post-race cool-down room.
Yeah.
Where, like, Lewis is like, oh, you guys were fast. Like, says something, like, kind of congratulating Lando. And Lando goes, well, you should know you've been fast for, like, meanwhile, we knew Lewis was struggling. Like, everyone knew that Mercedes car sucked and Lewis was struggling. So, yeah, there's stuff that Lando has said about both Max and Lewis. And he said this post-race, which I do give him props for.
I like this. I
this.
Gave him, like, granted, I'm biased, again, but, like, I respected that he said this,
So he said, I know at times I say some stupid things. I say some things about Max, or I might have said some things in the past about Lewis. Some things I regret and I wish I could take back and never have come out of my mouth. But I honestly believe I give more respect than anyone else. I give more respect to Oscar, I give more respect to Max. Lewis is a 7 world champion. You compare him to Schumacher, the best driver there ever has been in Formula 1. I'm not even close to that. I might never be. I dream of those kind of things I've dreamt of today, and I've managed to achieve 1 of 7 compared to him. Like,
right.
He took back. He kind of said he apologized for the comments he made about Max and Lewis, but at the same time being like, I just achieved like 1 little bit. Like, there's still more that he can do.
I really like that at the end of it, that he said that. Like, he was like, you guys compare Lewis to Michael Schumacher, and Lewis has 7 of these things. He goes, I've just gotten 1. Like, I'm nowhere near his level. And I like that moment of, like, not like a reality check, because I don't think that he never, like, not was thinking this, but, like, that humble moment of, like, where he's like I know. Like, I know who Lewis is, like, and I think it's a really good quote. I mean, Lando is not immune to bad
He's
PR.
Not the best
and
when it comes to media.
And, I mean, I think a lot of times what people forget with these drivers, and Lando specifically in this scenario, is like, he's still very young, and he's like, he's got like all of this responsibility in the world. He's, what is he, my age? I can't even
he's younger than you, because Max and Charles are your age.
And he's 26 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a person younger than me having
his
these
frontal
immense...
lobe is just fully developed.
Yeah, right. Like, that's a person younger than me, younger than you, having these responsibilities of managing this. Sorry. Like, and it's just like, I think people forget that a lot. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like, Lando knows where he is and what sport he's in and everything. So, there's a certain level of... I need to know what to say and when to not say things and all this stuff. But there's also the other side of it where it's like, they're competitors, they're athletes, they're going to let their emotions get the best of them sometimes.
Yeah.
That just happens.
The team didn't make it easy.
No, the team did not make it easy on him. So Yeah, I was happy with that quote. I really enjoyed that. I was like taken not like aback, but like off guard by that because I was like, where is this coming from? And then I
know I need to read the full article.
Yeah. Like I want to know like what question was he asked to like kind of dig that out and everything, but
I think We Are the Race. I think the race posted the full article. I like saw it mid-show, like in intermission, and I was like, let me
randomly saw it too, and I was like, oh, I gotta look into this more because like what caused him to have this kind of response, but no,
I have a point I want to talk about, but I feel like it's good to save for the end, so I don't want to say it yet. It's about Lando, but I feel like we could probably talk about other people on the grid and teams and stuff. Did you see Alex Albon's post congratulating Lando?
Yes.
With his
his grandmother. Awesome. Which, like, that is just, like, pure...
That's the perfect...
That's what I expect out of Alex Albon. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just absolutely, just like a post like that where he's like, hey, here's my grandmother. She's so happy for you. You know?
There's also... There's a video of Lando it's on he's in the media pen, and he clearly picks up his monster to drink.
Yeah.
He takes a sip, and his face, he's like, people are like, that is not Monster.
Yeah, come on. Why would it not be?
It's not Monster. How fast do you want that hat he posted, though?
I didn't even see it. He posted a hat?
His post? It's his post, like the selfies always take post-race. He's wearing a special orange hat with champion, his number, and then, like, the leaves on it.
I did see that. That's right. Yes. Yeah, that was nice. That looks really nice.
Oh, that's a photo for you. You're going to want this for a wallpaper.
I'm going to want it for a wallpaper?
Yeah, I'm going to text it to you. I just saw it.
I did see, though, that Ellen4 posted a...
Yeah, it's coming.
Faded image of merchandise, and I might have to purchase.
I don't want to tell you this. I went on F1store.com, and they have like a whole banner up because I think F1store.com is run by Fanatics. Some of it, but there's a big banner for Lando. So if you like click on it, there are coffee mugs that have the Lando World Drivers Championship. You can get two for $35. I'm just
two for $35.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to indulge.
If there's anything that you would want merch-wise, it's mugs. It's coffee mugs.
Oh my god, this is so expensive, but I would pay money for this. It's $101
the poster?
hoodie. The hoodie.
I thought it was the poster.
No, not the poster. Maybe the poster.
Wait for Ellen4 merch. That's probably gonna be cooler.
Yeah, but look at this hoodie. This is real. Is there something on the back? There is something on the back. I'm going to send you this hoodie. Look at this.
Well, I already got you Christmas gifts, so I can't.
I know you already got. I would not want you to spend $101 on me for a hoodie. That is money I will spend out of my own pocket. That's really nice. I might have to order that.
But back to the grid.
Back to the grid.
Let me pull it up.
Who else can we talk about? Who else? Oscar. Should we talk about Oscar or should we wait?
Oh, we have to talk about Oscar.
We have to talk about Oscar.
That move?
The move at the
start. Whether it was planned or not, beautiful.
Awesome. Incredible. And you know what? Like, I said this in the arcade. I thought it was planned in the moment. I'm now kind of in the camp that it wasn't planned.
But just worked out perfectly?
I think I'm going to choose that it wasn't planned because I like the answer in my head better that way. Because then to me, that's like... I just like that he was like, I know that I have like a slim chance for this to happen, but like, I'm going to fight for it. And like, that right there was him fighting for it. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Absolutely. Like, would I have appreciated if it was...
Good move, like good place. Like God forbid something happened to Max. God forbid something happened to Lando. He would have.
Yeah, he would have been in a perfect spot.
Yeah.
You know, I am really curious because we talked about this before, but when he was asked, you know, did you have a conversation of if you're going to be fighting today or if you're going to be supporting Lando, and he said yes, and then they said, can you tell us what it is? And he said no. Like, I kind of am curious to know what the official answer was, like what role he was playing, but I think
we mentioned it, and I'll say it now, but then, like, hearing the Sky broadcast team also talk about the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I then noticed he started on the hards, Lando was on the mediums. Mm-hmm. Yuki started on the hards, Max was on the mediums.
And so that's what...
Were they hoping Oscar could go out for a long time, get a gap, so then Lando effectively gets a free pit stop?
Yeah. And you know what? That was, you pointing that out to me really convinced me that it was like a team, like he was there to support Lando, just because when it's everybody else is on mediums and you have Yuki Tsunoda who's on hards, and you're like,
and
considering
the
situation,
soft.
Considering the situation that like Yuki was in, being at last race and out of the points and everything, and then you have Max, and then you point out Oscar and being on hards and everything, it's like, that's like too much of a coincidence to not be like, like, so all due respect to Oscar, I mean, like, there are two definites that will be happening in the near future. Oscar will be a world champion. He will be a world drivers champion. He will also be leaving McLaren. I am, like,
and I think he wins that championship not with McLaren.
Yeah, I agree too. I think, honestly, we kind of joked about this last week with the whole, like, Christian Horner to Aston Martin thing, but I can see in the next 2 years, Oscar... I think if Oscar doesn't win next year, he's going to be... He's going to... Like, championship's going to be decided whenever it is, and if it's not him, I think that's when he's going to pick up the phone to Mark and be like, all right, I'm ready to move on. Like, get me on a team where I am the number one. Because if Oscar did anything this year, in his third season in Formula One, I really want to emphasize that, his third season in Formula One.
It needs to be emphasized more, I feel like.
Yeah. Like, he can be a number one driver. He is a number one driver.
Yeah.
But, so...
I also feel like... Well, there's all these rumors that... What's his name? Stefano... said that there's going to be more sprint races by, like, 2027.
Yeah,
because FP1, no one watches the practice sessions, which I beg to differ because I watch practice sessions. But
freeze F1. Casey watches the practice sessions. No sprint races.
To not add more sprint races is because
Casey watches FP1.
You woke her up in the back with that moment.
It's fine.
But yeah, I think we all know Max can't stand a sprint race and a sprint race weekend.
Max also just hates the notion of adding more onto the calendar, too. Max hates that.
Yeah, he hates it. But it's... Like we said before, we said it about Charles. If it gets word out that Oscar wants to leave McLaren, any team is going to take him.
And it's in a heartbeat.
Any team is going to take him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to McLaren and Lando and Zach Brown and Stella.
Here's my thing. Don't get me wrong. As much as I love Oscar as a driver, I think he's an astounding driver. I think the best move for him is to leave McLaren. Like, and as a McLaren fan, I don't want him to leave because...
He's a threat.
Not even he's a threat, but, like, he played a huge part in the reason why they've been Constructor Champions for the past 2 years in a row. So it's like, I don't want him to leave. But, like, for him personally to succeed... I think he has to go. Like, I don't think, especially now, after today, he's not ever really going to escape the shadow of Lando being McLaren's golden boy. Which, like, that's not a shot at Lando.
Because Lando's, like, they played the highlights of him. There's those clips of Lando being, like, the quote-unquote intern and giving people coffee.
Right.
Look, what Lando is to McLaren is what Charles is to Ferrari. Like,
correct. Yes.
And what Max is to Red Bull. Like, they are homegrown. They came from the ground up. She just jumped. They came from the ground up.
My thing moved.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think... But I do want to say this. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. You go.
I have a bold hot take, and we can clip back to this if it doesn't come true next year. Or we can if it does come true.
Yes.
This time next year, do we get a Nico Rosberg versus Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery.
Oh.
And Oscar walks away like Nico Rosberg and wins. Clip it now. I just want to say, I had a glass of wine with nothing in my stomach, so...
Casey's feeling a little spicy. She's got a live... Says we've still not done a live stream drunk underground
Maybe
circuit.
next season.
Maybe next season.
Beginning of this.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean it's a
because again, it's equal playing field. We know if there's anyone that's gonna come. I mean, maybe Charles comes in with insane motivation and does every year, but if there's anyone that's gonna come in with a mindset of win or lose is Oscar Piastri.
Yeah.
Because he had it in his hand for most of the season.
Right there. Yeah. And, like, if he doesn't have the little slip-ups in the back half of the season that he did,
or McLaren.
he's champion. Or McLaren, right. It's not even 100% Oscar's fault. It's, like, 50-50 at worst.
Yeah.
At best. I don't know how to, like, what it would be. But if those things don't happen, he's
60-40.
He's champion.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. You know. But, I mean, what a season just in general from all three of them. I mean, the battles that occurred and everything. And I mean, we've been saying for how long that this championship was going to go back to Abu Dhabi. Or it was going to go down to Abu Dhabi. It's just like...
And I feel like last year was such a fun season because there were so many random wins and we got to see Charles win Monaco, Monza, there was Lando's first win, Oscar's first win. There were so many cool wins last year. This season, and we said last year even, every race was much-watched TV. This season, every race was much-watched TV.
Much-watched TV, yeah.
You didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah, but it going to the last race of this season was perfection.
Talking about McLaren screw-ups and not knowing what was going to happen, this is how scarred I am still from the Vegas disqualification.
That you're still waiting.
Got a breaking news alert on my phone from ESPN after the race today. My heart immediately dropped because I was like, "That's it. The skid boards were too thin again, and they got disqualified. Lando's not champion. Max is champion." It popped up on my phone. It's a big ready, and it says breaking news, and I'm like, no.
It was actually for Zach Ertz, because I saw that replay.
No, that was gross though. No, it was something for college football or something.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, oh, my God, thank God. Because, I scrolled on my watch, and I just saw, CFP, and I was like, oh, thank God. That's... Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, some other people we can talk about. He didn't end in the points, but you said this today about Kimi Antonelli. You said it's dad.
Yes.
He might be on a mission next year. I feel like I said this before too. We are seeing him win his first race next year, and I think
absolutely, yeah.
If the rumors are true and the Mercedes power unit is good, we're seeing him win.
I don't know. There's something about I think about that. The backstory. Let me actually think about what I'm going to say here. The reason I said that to Dad today, and I said that he was going to be dangerous next year in his sophomore season, is I look back on, as stupid as it sounds, I look back on myself in college swimming and how different I felt in college swimming going from my freshman to sophomore year. Everything was so much easier because I had that 1 year under my belt, which I know sounds like a...
No, but you've got
kind of like a no-shit statement.
Yeah.
But... from the performance that we've seen with Kimi this year already,
and even the second half of the season,
and even in the second half, the entire year, he's been good. Kimi, the Kimi Antonelli experiment was a resounding success for Mercedes, in my opinion. What we saw this year, I think, is only going to grow into next year with him being a sophomore season, and now he has a full understanding of what it is like to be a Formula One driver in his head. And he's like, cool, I've done this before. Mm-hmm. You know? And that, to me, again, it's like there's such a difference between the first year to your second year. And again, I know that sounds like a no shit statement, but like trying to emphasize it for people that may have not gone through it before, like that feeling of just like, oh yeah, I've done this before. Like, okay, I know what to expect. And that knowing what to expect and how that changes your thoughts with like everything is insane. Like,
I also could say,
yeah.
Well, two things. One, he's only 6 points behind Lewis.
Right.
Like,
crazy.
And obviously, Lewis struggled the entire season. Like, 156 points for Lewis is still pretty damn good considering what he was given.
What he was going through.
But Kimi, yeah. I also want to say I can see Max Verstappen, newest teammate next year, also being a menace on track.
Yes. I agree with that too. And we kind of talked about to me, that is a combination of exactly what I just talked about. It's your first year's done. So much of a different thought process going into next year. And what we kind of talked about last week, I don't know if we talked about it while recording or just in person, but the difference in
Red Bull
team atmosphere at Red Bull and second driver atmosphere at Red Bull, I think is amazing for Isaac. So, yes, I 100% agree with that, too.
Oh, I agree. Let me go back. I was in the driver standings so I could see what. George, you can't even really say anything about him today. He was kind of in no man's land. In the points, but, like, on his own by himself for the majority of the race. There's not really Nico finishing the points, which you always love to see. Yuki. I think he played the teammate role correct.
Yeah.
He did what he needed to do. Do I think he could have held on maybe a little bit longer? Yeah. Do I fully agree with the penalty he got? No.
Yeah.
Do I think another driver in that situation should have been given something? Yeah.
Who's the other driver, Casey?
Lando. Because someone actually, on the TikTok I posted of like the videos of Lando winning, someone posted 2 screenshots of that exact moment. And Lando is what looks like fully off.
Is he fully off? Yeah.
It looks like it. So
that was a stressful moment. That was a very stressful moment for me.
Owen was ready to in that exact moment.
Well, because I was convinced. I was like, he went off. He absolutely went off.
Yeah.
You know, and that is a close enough moment with Yuki and Lando there that, like, absolutely I could put on my tinfoil hat and you could make a case for why Lando, like, maybe not, like, Yuki shouldn't have been penalized, but, like, that Lando should have also gotten something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a moment, and I think it's nothing compared to 2021.
No, God, yeah. That is, like, child's play compared to 2021, but
going back to Kimi, he didn't, like, easily give up the position again. I don't want to say. I think he ran wide again. I think he had a small moment, and that's how Lando got by. But there's a clip of Kimi in the media pen immediately going up to Max, being like, I'm sorry, man. And Max is like, it's, like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, immediately apologize. I just think what happened last week with Kimi might sit in the back of his mind now, but I hope now that it's not like he has to go into another race next week. Like, he has a full, 2 months to regroup and move on. But, yeah. There's, looking at the standings, there's really, like, Williams, I mean, Alpine had a
stinker.
Yeah. So did Racing Bulls.
Big ol' stinker.
Yeah, so did Racing Bulls. Kimi obviously ended not in the points. Williams surprisingly didn't end in the points. Ali didn't end in the points, which is surprisingly because Esteban did.
Yeah.
Which we were saying, like, Esteban's kind of been...
That's the flip of what's been happening recently, yeah.
But I'm still impressed with Ali's driving the second half of the season. He's been...
All of the rookies this year have done an outstanding job of performing, you know. Really, if there's... Go ahead.
It's been an impressive group of rookies.
It has been. It's been a very impressive group of rookies. Yeah.
Like, they put the 2019 Lando, George, and Alex.
Yeah.
Rookie group. They supersede them by a mile.
Absolutely. Yeah.
By a long shot. Gabby was close to the points. He was in 11th. Yeah, they've all been very impressive. Watching them, it's funny. Like seeing the top 10, it's like all vets, besides like Carlos.
Right.
Like everyone and like Pierre. Everyone else is like super young in the bottom. But did you see what Will Buxton tweeted? He did a tweet for each of the top 3.
Oh no, I did not.
And I feel like he put stuff so beautifully that I should read all 3 of them.
Please do. Please, I want to hear.
Who do you want me to start with?
Do Lando last. Do Max, Oscar, Lando.
Okay, perfect. So this is Max's. As for Verstappen, he believes this was his best season in F1, and you'd be hard-pressed to argue with him. An absolute Tour de France and one of the most astounding turnarounds I can recall. Every barb about his success being solely down to the car must surely be gone now, Max.
Oh, yeah.
I fully agree.
Absolutely.
This is Oscar's. A landmark year for Piastri, the championship leader and favorite for so much of the Tour, is just in his 3rd season.
Yep.
Could and arguably should have been champion. I do wonder how the net total of the receipts he will have kept on team decision will influence his next steps, which is basically what you were saying. Now Lando Norris, a racer who, embracing his vulnerability, has found by far his greatest strength. He never shielded away from his struggles, has been honest and open about his fragility, yet fought and found the resolve to achieve his greatest dream, a champion and an inspiration.
I love it.
Yeah, he just writes so well. I was like, I want to read it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much. Well, the point I wanted to make before, but I want to save for the end.
Go ahead, because honestly, anything I'm going to have to say about Lando is just going to be that he is world champion. So I don't really have a good logical analysis of how Lando drove this race. I think he did what he needed to do. You know, he ended on the podium. And I think, yeah, he got the job done. That's like really all I can say about it. He got the job done.
I was going to say, it's obviously anyone that knows me knows Charles is my favorite.
Yes.
I appreciate Lando. I know he's Owen's favorite. There was a part of me that was low-key emotional at one point. Because I think there's something, and I've said this about like watching Kimi get on the podium, Isaac getting on the podium. There's something so cool about seeing someone's dreams come true in front of you. It's watching someone like win the Olympics or get any kind of medal in the Olympics. Like, it's something they've worked their entire life for. Yeah. I mean, Lando's mom was on the radio, I think, basically saying like, I miss him still because he went away with his dad for so long when he was younger and was traveling, karting and all this stuff, and she goes, and I miss him. She goes, I still miss him. Like, it's just, the sacrifices they had to make.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it's a lifelong pursuit of this moment to feel that, like, I can't even, like, begin to fathom the feeling that Lando was having crossing that finish line today. Like, even the last lap, like, I remember Charles winning Monaco, and he was like, it's so hard on that, like, last lap to, like, not get into your thoughts. Because
I would be very interested to see what Lando was feeling.
Right, you like are already kind of like, okay, this is happening. I'm doing this. This is going to happen. But like, you have to like deny yourself those feelings until the moment that you cross that line. So it's like, that is insane. And yeah, I mean, it's like I think part of it is too, is like having that finish line. Like that is like, it's a physical thing that you can look at of like, I just, like, this is the goal line. Like, like, literally, like, I have to cross this line to achieve this goal. And it's like, when that happens, it's just, like, a purely, just, like, emotionally broken down, holy crap, this has happened. Yeah. Like, I can't even fathom, like, even come close to what he was feeling in the car at that time,
No, I can't, and like Matt said, there's only however many of them that can fully understand that feeling and what that means and that championship feeling. Yeah, he's the 35th member of the F1 World Champion Club. Right. So there's only 34 other people
that he can
fully understand that feeling. And
it's just, it's incredible. And yeah, I mean, like you said, sure, Lando is not your favorite driver, but it's like seeing that happen, seeing someone achieve that for the first time is like, yeah, like that. Like, honestly, like, if you don't look at that and you say that, or if you look at that and you say that you feel nothing for the person, it's like more of a thing. It's like, dude, what? How do you not feel something? Like, just, yeah, an incredible moment, like such a realization of a dream. And, like, I don't even know, like, what time it is in Abu Dhabi, but, like, I'm sure Orlando's still up partying.
No, there's clips. I literally just liked a video of him. I don't know how long ago it was. This was posted an hour ago. Of him, I liked it on Twitter, of him singing his heart out to We Are the Champions with all of his friends and family around. So
it's 5:12 a.m. right now.
Yeah, I would not be shocked if they're still out. Yeah. Because
There's
no
no
one's doing
doubt
testing tomorrow. Lando's definitely not doing testing on Tuesday. I can tell you that right now. Doesn't he get the star now on his garage floor?
He
above
might.
His name?
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
But
and here's a F1 trivia one for you.
Oh dear God.
Jenson Button was the first person to push the DRS button, and Kimi Antonelli was the last person to press the DRS button.
Very good. I saw a thing with Jenson the other day, and he was like, I was the first person to press it. Please let me be the last person to press it. But,
Kimi did it.
Yeah.
I think that's an okay person to pass it to, Kimi.
That's a great person to pass it to.
Well, someone was like, I don't know if I want to be the last person to press it, because that means I'm, like, in the back trying to fight for whatever.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right. You're in, like, a DRS train in, like, 50th place.
You know who would have been perfect to press it the last time? Fernando
Alonso. Yeah. Would have been good.
Perfect for him. But yeah.
But, God, yeah, I am just... I can't believe it happened. I think I'm going to be spending $101 on a hoodie. It's just an incredible moment. You know, I'm acting like it happened to me. But...
You're acting like it happened. Well, I literally said to turn to our parents. I turned to mom and dad and I said, Owen actually might cry. I was like, this is like the Eagles were ending the World Series. Or the Super Bowl. Yeah. This is like the Flyers finally win the Stanley Cup. Like, this is up there for Owen.
This is, I don't know if I'm going to feel this way again until the Flyers win the Stanley Cup.
There
you know? Like, genuinely, I don't know. So, yeah, just a crazy day. Just, again, I'm acting like it happened to me. Like, but just thrilled by it. So, I don't have much more to say other than that.
I don't either.
But,
I don't either.
All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We know, like we said, this episode was more so just about Abu Dhabi. We will be coming out with our 2025 season recap episode in some time. We were trying to put some pieces together for that.
Yes.
And figure out some fun stuff for that. But we'll be doing that, and in the off season, we will be covering, any news that breaks and whatnot. We have a lot going, like we said, into next season. So there's going to be a lot of kind of 2026 season preview content.
We also have a fun episode coming up later on that's going to involve our friends on Threads.
Oh, yes. We do have a fun episode coming up. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. We're excited about it. It feels appropriate to also say, with the end of the season ending, just another huge thank you from the both of us. I mean, we have gotten to do some pretty cool things this year, and that would not be possible without people listening to us, without people interacting with us and engaging with us. And we genuinely, it is still amazing just how this has played out, from us literally starting the show in my parents' basement. And that's where we first recorded, just to where we are now, what we've been able to do now. And we cannot thank you enough. And we are excited for 2026. We have a lot of ideas and plans and goals for 2026. So hopefully it's an even better year. And we're super excited. So thank you. But I don't have anything else. Casey?
I don't either. I can close this out. Thank you for joining us for episode 137 of Underground Circuit. please, wherever you follow us on social media, we're over on Instagram and Threads at Underground Circuit _, over on TikTok, Underground _Circuit, over on Twitter, UG Circuit Pod, over on YouTube as well, both us and the main show's YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast. Like I said, thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week. We'll see you all soon.
See you all soon, people.
See ya.
See ya. Maggie says bye, too, by the way.
Bye, Maggie. She's out.
Yeah. Now we rest.